So for today's video, I thought this was kind of cool to do because I know I'm like honestly struggling with this right now, but I kind of just wanted to talk about my top 11 to 12 stores that I shop at for like when you're in your mid 20s, late 20s into your like early 30s, because I feel like, you know, you kind of just like go to these stores now and you feel like you were shopping here ever since you were in high school, and you're like, is it still appropriate to like go to these stores because like you just see like 18-year-olds and you're like,
I'm in like my mid-late 20s now.
so like, should I still be shopping here? So if this is something that's interesting to you guys, you should definitely keep on watching. And welcome back to my channel. My name's Stephanie here on YouTube, and if you like all things luxury, fashion, and lifestyle, then you should definitely hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell to get notified when I upload new videos. So basically I wrote down like a list right here of like top stores that I've been going into, or like either shopping online or going into the mall, and I kind of like still feel comfortable shopping there in like my mid late 20s, early 30s. I feel like I could still shop there. So the first store that I have on my list here is Revolve. I absolutely love Revolve. Like, I've talked about them before to you on my channel. I'm pretty sure I did like a haul from them. So one thing that I have like a con with them is that they are very pricey. Like, that is the type of store where you'll go and see a shirt for like $198 and you're kind of like, why? Like, why would I do that? But the quality is super, super good. And also like their shipping is just so fast. Like, I kid you not, it ships to my house within like 2 or like 1 day, which is like crazy. So even though they're super expensive, at least their quality of their clothes are really good. And honestly, I feel like whenever I do buy things off of Revolve, I kind of make sure it's something that I'm going to wear more than once. It's not something that I would just like go to Shein and like I know I'm getting what I paid for and I only can really wear it once, and then as soon as that thing hits the washer, it's just like it shrank, there's holes in it, and it just looks so disgusting that you just end up throwing it away. So that is not the case with Revolve, which is really nice. I would say if you want like a good investment piece of like basic items, or like a dress that you could see yourself wearing a lot, or if it's just like a special occasion, because I actually recently bought a dress off of them for like my bridal shower, because if you guys don't know and you're new to my channel, I am getting married this year. So I was looking for like a cute bridal shower dress, which actually was on sale, because that's another thing that I should say too. They do have sometimes sales where it's like 50 to 60% off, and it'll be like these bigger brand names. So I would look out for that too. And they do have like a reward system too. So you can get like cash rewards and stuff like that with the amount of money that you spend within the year, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's one online store that I'd say not really something I see like high schoolers shopping there, or even like college students. I feel like it's more so for like after college, like 23 and up, 24 and up. I feel like those are the type of styles that you'll see on Revolve, and like totally still okay to keep shopping there in your 30s. Also, I should probably just mention that you can shop anywhere at any age. I'm just giving out this video because like I just noticed for me myself, like I feel uncomfortable sometimes going into certain stores. Like, I don't know, like Garage is like one of my favorite stores, but I feel like I'm starting to outgrow that a little bit, and like I don't feel as comfortable shopping there anymore. And like PacSun, but I mean, like by all means, like you can be like in your 50s and still shopping there. Like, that is totally okay. I'm totally still for that. I'm just giving examples of like some stores of like where you want like, I guess, of an idea of like where people around that awkward age is shopping. So my second store is Zara, and I feel like this is just like a known thing where it's kind of just like a variety of different ages are honestly shopping there. Like, you definitely will still have like your high schoolers, but then I also feel like you see moms shopping at Zara. And again, like the prices at Zara are a lot cheaper. Like, I feel like Zara is like the upscale from Forever 21, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like they have that rush fashion where it's just like, you know, they change the store every 2 weeks, and the quality of the clothes aren't the best. I mean, Zara is definitely better than Forever 21, but again, like it's not something that's like Revolve where it's like lasting and like really good material. But I mean, it's still like a good quick find if you want to be like in that trend that's going on and don't really want to spend the money. I feel like Zara is perfect for that, and like again, totally feel comfortable still going to the mall and shopping in Zara because I feel like it's for all ages. The next store that I have is a department store, Nordstrom. I feel like people tend to forget about like department stores, but Nordstrom honestly is like my go-to when I go to the mall sometimes and I don't really know a lot of the shops that are at that mall if I'm like at a new one. But I feel like it's really cool because, you know, they have like the BP section, they have the Skim section now, they have Good American Jeans, like they just have a variety of different brands. So I feel like, again, you're not really gonna get like that teen setting where it's more like a young adult or like even older adults just shopping there, since it is like a department store. So I feel like you just have a lot of variety there, and I feel definitely comfortable shopping there at like my age. So that is definitely a good place to start. The next place that I have is an online boutique, and it's called Oh Polly. I feel like this one, I really only shop there if I'm looking for like going out dresses or like going out tops. I guess that's pretty much it, because I feel like they don't really have like casual clothes. Like I know they do have like some sweat outfits and stuff like that, but I just mainly go to them, I feel like, for dresses. Like definitely want to shop there for my bachelorette party because I know they have a wide selection of like really nice good quality dresses that are like still in my age range. I feel like the only thing that I will say that sucks with Oh Polly is that it is an Australian brand, so whenever you buy stuff from them it's like really hard with the return policy, or it's just like very pricey to ship it back. So that's the only thing that sucks about them, is that you just really have to make sure like that's the size it's gonna fit you. You're okay with like, I don't know, having to like resell the item or something like that on Poshmark if you want to like avoid all of those fees of having to return it back. So that's the only downside I would say about Oh Polly. But other than that, I want to say for the most part they are like true to size, and like they do have the measurements online. So yeah, for the most part I've been okay, I feel like, with Oh Polly. I have gotten into certain situations where like the top was a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but overall, like, still a great place to get like those nice going out dresses. Next on my list, and I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, just don't really think about this or like put it down, and I don't know, like don't consider going here to shop for clothes, but Target. I'm sorry, I love Target, and I feel like they have a wide selection of like clothes, and they are up to date when it comes with like trendy stuff too. And of course, like the pricing at Target is pretty good. So I wouldn't knock Target off of your list. Like if you are just already in Target and you're doing like some grocery shopping or looking for cosmetic things or toiletries or, you know, furniture stuff, I would honestly take a loop into the women's section and check out their clothing there, because honestly, I've been surprised with some of the stuff that I saw there. Funny enough, like small story, when I was in college, literally the mall that was like within the distance of the college was 10 minutes away, but the best thing that they had at that mall was Target, and that's literally where I got most of my clothes when it came to me being in college, because that's all I had. But at the same time I was okay with it because I felt like I spent way too much money than I was supposed to, and also like I found a lot of cute clothing there. And again, obviously Target's for all ages, you know, you have like from the moms to like the preteen shopping there. So I would definitely check out your Target and see the clothing items that they have there. And also sometimes they do collabs with other brands. Like I'm trying to think of one of the brands that's like really, that's pretty good and known. I don't know, I'll insert it somewhere on the screen here of like what I'm thinking of. It's like Wild something, but I know they're with Target and they have really cute stuff. Next on my list is Abercrombie and Fitch, and I feel like people are 50-50 with this because they still see Abercrombie as like the old school days where it was like the logos, the polos, and like the lame Abercrombie of like only the cool kids shop there, and like it was the hot spot for like high schoolers. But they have completely rebranded themselves the same way that Victoria's Secret has, where like now it's like for an older audience. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I don't really see that many high schoolers really shopping there anymore, although they did go viral on TikTok for their jeans. But again, I feel like those jeans were very versatile and like all ages could wear that, because I used to work at Abercrombie honestly, and when they were like in that transition of like rebranding and restaging their stores, I saw a lot more mom shopping in Abercrombie, just because like the clothing that they have there is like not the same. Honestly, the shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is just super plain, but this is from Abercrombie and like no logo whatsoever, and it's just like a cute casual top. So I would say go to Abercrombie and Fitch again and try to give it a second chance, because it is completely different from what it was in like 2008 to 2012, like completely different. The next store that I have is H&M. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of H&M. I don't know what it is. I feel like every time I go in, I don't really like that many things there, but I feel like it's still something that I want to talk about, because again, within that age group, I feel like you can get really good finds, especially if you're like just starting off and getting your like full-time job, like first full-time job. I feel like they have perfect things for like blazers or like dress shirts that you can like wear to be professional looking. And again, it's not like you have to like go to older women's stores where you just feel like ridiculous because you still have like a baby face. Like I feel like I have a baby face, and then I just go and try to wear like an older woman clothing and it just looks stupid on me, honestly. But I feel like in H&M they kind of like do it more for like the younger crowds of like early 30s, late 20s, mid 20s. Like yeah, it makes it look a little bit more put together for that age range. So yeah, I would definitely check out your H&M just for like professional clothing, and then also just a lot of basic wear. They have great stuff for basic wear. And honestly, even though I'm not the biggest fan of like their trendy, like fashionable pieces, they still do have a lot of that too. So if you're like into that style with H&M, I would definitely check them out too. And the price is definitely right. They do have that fast fashion though. The same thing with like Forever 21 and how Zara are. But like again, still like a quick good find to go there. Next store that I have going into like H&M, I guess, is Loft. I feel like that's a great place to get like cheaper clothing for like your mid, early, late, early 30 clothing pieces, instead of having to like go into older department stores where it's like, I don't know, I feel like they're more towards like older woman where like you're just starting off and getting your full-time job, or like you're in that weird transition where you're in your mid late 20s and like you've been working there but you want more like fashionable pieces that like still look professional and cute and aren't so expensive either. Because I feel like that's another thing. Like I love the store Club Monaco, but they're so expensive and I feel like it's very upscale and for that older crowd. But like sometimes it's like, this is just my work clothes. I really don't want to be spending that much money on this type of stuff. So I feel like Loft is really good with that, because they always have sales. They always have coupons. They always have like cash reward stuff. So I feel like Loft is definitely the best place to go to like when you're just starting off with your full-time job, or in that transition of like a weird age where you don't really know where to shop for that type of stuff anymore. Next is kind of similar to Opoly because it's also another Australian brand, but this one is White Fox Boutique. I honestly got this from a bunch of influencers that I follow. They are just an online boutique and I love getting like fashionable pieces from them. So like everyday type of tops to wear, or like they have amazing like sweatsuits that you can like get from their website, like sweatshirt and sweatpants set. Like I love them. They're so comfy and they fit amazingly. So the only con that I would say again with White Fox is the same as Opoly, where the return policy is pretty tricky and like you just have to really know what your sizing can be. But obviously if you're just getting like sweats or like a casual top, those usually are pretty obvious as to like what size you'd be, because it's not like they really run small or anything. So yeah, I definitely love going to White Fox Boutique. Again, it just sucks because I'm definitely the type of person who likes to try on my clothing, see what it looks like, because I can be so many different sizes for things. But still, I end up getting stuff from them all the time and I still end up being satisfied with the purchase that I got, even though I didn't get to try it on. Next is another store that I love is Princess Polly. I feel like, yeah, this is probably more for like younger 20-year-olds, but I still shop there even in my mid-late 20s. So I feel like it's still a good store to like get cute finds, and just like an online store to like get cute, you know, like brunch outfits or like dinner outfits and stuff like that, because their pricing isn't that bad. I feel like it's like okay, it's like average, but then on top of that they do have a US sighting, so you can just do an easy return with them. But I feel like honestly for me, I am starting to outgrow Princess Polly a little bit, just because yeah, I feel like it is a little bit more for like younger 20-year-olds. But again, like I said, you can literally shop wherever you want. Like there is no age limit to anything. And honestly, like I admit, I still shop there, but because they have cute tops, so I'm gonna still keep going there until, you know, I'm pregnant or something. So yeah, I would definitely suggest checking out Princess Polly because they have a lot of cute stuff. And then the last store that I have is just like an athletic wear. I don't know if you guys know, but I freaking love Aloe and Lululemon. Like I am obsessed. I feel like they're super expensive, but again, the same thing with Revolve. It's definitely worth it because they have really good quality stuff and it lasts a really long time. Like honestly, I hadn't shopped at Lululemon since I was, I guess, like 5 years ago, because I got really into Aloe stuff. But literally those leggings that I got 5 years ago, I'm still wearing to this day, and it looks brand spanking new. Like I just bought it from the store. So like that's just to tell you how good their quality is. So definitely would recommend those places if you're going for good like athletic wear, or even just like casual clothing wear that you just want to wear to like go do and run errands with, like go grocery shopping, or just get like a quick bite to eat or something, or just doing any type of errands. I feel like those are the best stores to get stuff from if you're like willing to splurge. They also do have sales obviously sometimes, but for the most part I feel like their full price is pretty pricey. But again, same concept with Revolve, at least it's good quality and it lasts for a very long time, so you will not be upset about that. Those are pretty much all the stores that I have for you guys, of like places that I've been shopping in my mid-late 20s and will keep shopping there even in my early 30s. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. I hope I didn't like offend anyone at all either, of like
What are you talking about? Like you can't shop there when you're in your 30s?
type of thing. So I really just did not mean it that way at all. Like I just thought this would be like a helpful video because I feel like I struggle with that, with finding places to shop. And I feel like a lot of my friends always talk about that, like where do you get clothing now, because we feel like we don't really find anything at the mall anymore, or like what stores would we go to if we do go to the mall, or like where do we shop online. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. Also, if you want to see any of like the clothing pieces that I have in my collection, you guys should definitely follow me on my other social medias, where I'm going to insert right here of my Instagram account and also my TikTok account, where I do outfit of the days. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below, and I'll catch you guys out in my next video. Bye!